I wanted to, and that brought me to my next kind of conversation point I wanted to ask you about. And that is, you're there in Moscow every day, your day-to-day life. And I know our audience is curious, like, what are some of the big myths that have now been busted open for you being, because you lived in the West and have been propagandized just like the rest of us, or they tried to, you've been able to rise above it. But so what are some of the big myth busters you'd like to get out there to the audience? Just kind of like everyday life stuff.
Yeah. Well, you already gave one up, the fact that they don't hate Americans. So that one is an entire myth. The fact that Russia is a very backward country, that it's poor and dirty, no. They, from the moment I got to the airport, it was the most efficient airport I've ever been in. The thing that really stuck out for me was that the little suitcase carts are free. You don't have to pay for them. I like that because
Yeah.
I had suitcases at that point because I'm literally moving here.
Yeah.
And so that was nice. And then the airport, like everything was super clean and very, it had a process. There wasn't like these crazy lines. I'm coming from these airport chaos in the States, and I go to that, I'm like, wow, this is amazing restaurants, amazing like food in the airport, things I have never seen in the States, like craft type of places, like not corporate, just very, very like different. Like I was so like, wow, this is like absolutely amazing. Then outside of course of that, in Moscow itself, you have the best public transportation I've ever experienced. I'm told China is even better, but I haven't been there yet. So Moscow has like the most efficient trains. If you miss a train 2 minutes later or less, you get another one. It
So you
just,
don't
you
need a
can go
car while you're
anywhere.
there right now.
You don't need a car at all. The Ubers that, Uber left, obviously. So there's another company that took over, and that company has the same, you have that app and you can just, it's the same way, order a taxi. You can also like hail taxis, but most people are using the app now because it's easier, and you can pay cash or you can pay on your card. It's very efficient, very easy. The buses, even I even rode a bus. I haven't ever been on an American bus because they're just not efficient. I think I was only I've used the school buses, and I've used like I think like a college bus once, but never in a bus in the United States. Only like trams and stuff in San Francisco, and I've used the subway in New York and stuff. But I mean, compare the subways to Moscow compared to a subway in New York. I mean, it's just hilarious. I mean, they're works of art here. They look like pieces of architecture from different eras. It is absolutely beautiful, clean. They have internet, they have Wi-Fi, not a sign of a single rat. I mean, everything is just so pristine. The streets are clean. People are very careful too. There's trash bins everywhere, so you can throw away your trash. Um, you know, people here are very much enjoy summer because they get to go outside. Very family oriented. There's a lot of that's one of the things I've noticed with like Moscow and Latin America, Russia in general and Latin America is very family oriented. And I saw that's those similarities as well. It's not really a religious place. I think people think it's more religious. I think it's more of tradition and culture, that the Orthodox churches are there and they're very beautiful, and it's nice visiting them and seeing, I love like architecture and stuff. So if there's a church, I always go because I find it very interesting. I'm not religious at all, but the architecture itself.